Please stand for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the Turkish and American national anthems and the invocation.
Before I provide the invocation, let us take a moment of silence to remember those whom we have lost, those who are missing, for those they have left behind. Pray with me if you will. Almighty God, giver of power and of authority, as the guidon is passed on to Major Lisa DeWalt, we ask for your divine guidance over the 39th LRS and all of the people who make this mission possible. We know that wars are won and lost in the logistics. Remember and lift up Major Jun Chung as he serves in the Republic of Korea. We are grateful for his leadership. But now, as Major DeWalt leads her people to continued success, I ask for strength and resilience to be upon her husband Dan as he maintains the home front in Italy, patiently waits for her homecoming. For the friends, family, and unit members present here today, all over the world, we vow to be united in solidarity, with one mission: to support Major DeWalt with our thoughts, actions, and prayers. May Team Titan continue to move forward with the sacred trust and power you have delegated, to rest in the strength of your outstretched arms. In your holy name I pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Thank you, Chaplain McClellan. Before we begin today's ceremony, there are several distinguished guests who have joined us today, and we would like to take a moment to recognize them. Commander, 39th Air Base Wing, Colonel Randy P. Oakland. Vice Commander, 39 Air Base Wing, Colonel Shelley Mendieta. Command Chief, 39 Air Base Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Michael Roxbury. In addition to the leadership present, we're very pleased to extend a warm welcome to the family and friends of Major DeWalt, all group and squadron commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, the 39 LRS, and community members that have joined us for this event virtually. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you our presiding officer for today's ceremony, Commander of the 39 Mission Support Group, Colonel Robert Long.
Good morning. Thank you for being here. Colonel Oakland, welcome. Colonel Mendieta, thank you for showing up and being here for this great event. Chief Roxbury, thank you. To all the men and women of the LRS and the Team Titan, thank you for being here. Interesting, obviously, we got folks dialing in from all over the world here today. This is pretty interesting. We talk a lot about Turkey being the crossroads of the world, and here we truly are embodying that. So we have people dialing in from Italy, from the Netherlands, from Korea, from the US, and even here in Turkey. So this is truly a global event, and it's pretty awesome. So again, welcome to all of them, and thank you for being here. Also, I do want to take a moment and say thanks to Dan, who's out there, so your husband. I'm not going to see your thunder, because I'm sure you're going to thank him as well, but I want to say up front, Dan, thank you for letting us borrow her for this year. There's a lot of great work to be done here. There's a lot of great leadership opportunity for her with the great men and women of the LRS, so we're excited that you're letting us borrow her for the year. So thank you for that. So I also want to say thank you to everyone who set up the event today. So Lieutenant Carter out there for setting us up, club staff for helping organize the room so we can maintain our distancing, and all the chaplain, everyone here. So thank you so much for being here and doing this great event. So change of command are interesting scenarios, right? Where you get to say goodbye to the outgoing and welcome the incoming. We don't have that opportunity here, right? We're doing an assumption of command. I started thinking about this and I was like, well, this is abnormal. We like to change command. And then I also started thinking, well, this is actually standard for the wing, right? I've done one change of command in my time here, and this is now the 5th assumption. So I think this, just because of the mission we do here, because of the events we have, this is kind of the norm. I'm glad we're going to start this the way we do for everybody here, so this is great. So it's a little non-standard for other people, but it's normal for us. But this has been an important year. Right, a lot of great accomplishments, both in the wing and the LRS, but a lot of great stuff on both the personal aspect as well. Right, we've dealt with some amazing challenges, some amazing barriers throughout the year, and the LRS and the wing have thrived through that all. We can look back at a lot of the accomplishments. I won't go into too many because I know a lot of the airmen are going to be really excited to tell you all about what they've done for the year and what they're seeing for the future. But all the different convoys that we set up, delivering supply deliver, setting up, tearing down FOBs out in southeast Turkey. Working the standard processes that LRS does everywhere. We also do that here, and then we have other missions on top of that too. So very interesting, busy year, and I'm excited for you to get to have all the airmen tell you all about that as you get there. So with these challenges, we know that there's more on the horizon. And what I can do is I can tell and promise the LRS that Major DeWalt is the perfect person to lead you through this. Looking back through her records, it is an interesting stroll through memory lane for me as well. I don't know if you knew this, but we were apparently assigned at Spangdahlem together. So she worked for one of my good friends, Colonel Milkmeyer, and when we were there, you probably, when you were in the deployment distribution flight, probably QC'd or QA'd a lot of pallets that I built and getting them ready for JI because I probably didn't do it right. So thank you for that from all the way back then. But she's been doing LRS her whole career, and the interesting part being here in Turkey, right, we have to adapt. We have a lot of host nation restrictions, we have a lot of limitations that we do, and she is no newcomer to that. She has had one stateside assignment, right? So you've been in random countries around the globe doing the job and learning how to execute that with all the restrictions and requirements of that host nation. That's why another reason I'm very confident you're going to do well here, because she has had that experience and she can continue to thrive in that scenario. There's lots of things here that the LRS does. It's the 3rd busiest airfield here, the 1st busiest fuel depot in USAFE supporting OIR. Again, lots of stuff she did at Aviano. A massive fleet of NCE vehicles. No new thing for you. So what I'm getting at there is for the men and women of the LRS and the wing, she is the right person for this job. So I'm excited for her to be able to take command and work all those challenges with you. You look back through our records, like I mentioned, and you see a history of number one strats, which is not uncommon for people that are chosen for command. But then you see certain little comments on the push lines of the different reports that kind of tell you, all right, this is going to be a great leader. When you can see comments as a lieutenant when they say that this is the number one of ex-lieutenants by a landslide, and that's actually on the report, you're like, all right, this is a great officer who's going to go places and do great things for our nation. So we're excited to have you here for that. Let's see. Like I said, coming in from Aviano, so the mission here is while it's not going to be the same, it's going to be very similar. I'll challenge the men and women of the LRS to pick your brains. Right. One of the things that I'm going to ask for you is to, 3 things that I like to say in a change of command or an assumption of command. And I'll kind of conclude with that because they told me I only have 39 minutes to talk today, but I'm going to try and truncate that down a little bit. Big bottom line is welcome. We're very excited to have you. You're going to do fantastic things here. You have proven that through your career, and you have so much more to prove. It's going to be awesome. But 3 things I'll challenge you to do for the men and women of the wing and the LRS. Right? First thing, empower them, and they're going to do great things. Continue to challenge them and never let them take the shortcuts, and then trust them. And they're going to take care of you and do great things for the wing and the Air Force here in Turkey with us. With that, again, thank you for being here. It's an exciting event. I don't want to take too much of your thunder, so with that, I will say thank you and appreciate everyone being here.
Thank you, Colonel Long. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the assumption of command.
Publish the order.
Attention to orders. Department of the Air Force Headquarters, 39 Air Base Wing, Incirlik Air Base, Turkey. Special Order GS-20-12 under provision of the Air Force Instruction 51-604 and effective 17 June 2020, Major June H. Challenge relief of command of the 39 Logistics Readiness Squadron and Major Lisa M. DeWalt assumes command.
Sir, I assume command.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The Commander, 39 Logistics Readiness Squadron, Major Lisa M. DeWalt.
Thank you for the introduction, Airman Castillo Pena. Right. Thank you, Colonel Long, for the kind words. Good morning, Colonel Oakland, Colonel Mendieta, Colonel Long, fellow commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, chaplain, Team 39 LRS, and my dearest family, friends, and mentors that are listening in the virtual space all across the world. Thank you for making the time to come out here and share the ceremony with me today. June, I know you're listening in. The squadron looks great, and I'm grateful for the smooth transition. Lieutenant Carter, where are you at? Right there. Thank you for putting this all together and helping me share this with everyone I care about. I'd like to give a special shout out to my parents listening in from Korea and my in-laws for the Netherlands. Ik hou van jou. I hope I said that right. It means a lot. Thank you for supporting Dan and I. I love you. 사랑해요. To the love of my life, Dan, who's listening from Italy with our fur baby, there's no chance that I'd be here today without your support. You're my rock, and I love you very much. And to my new leadership, thank you for the opportunity and the privilege to command. I look forward to working with you and my fellow squadron commanders. Hi, guys. Last but not least, men and women of the 39 LRS, I really appreciate the warm welcome and making me feel like I'm already a part of the team. I know I'm joining an extraordinary team and can't wait to start working with you all. So I think that wraps up my piece. I believe I kept it under 2 minutes and 39 seconds. So thank you.
Thank you, Major DeWalt. Ladies and gentlemen, the men and women of the 39 Missile Support Group welcome Major DeWalt as as she assumes her new duties as commander of the 39 Logistics Readiness Squadron. On behalf of the men and women of the 39 Logistics Readiness Squadron, we would like to extend our appreciation to Colonel Long for presiding over today's ceremony. Thank you to all of those that joined us online and to those that made today's ceremony possible. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remain standing for the playing of the Air Force song and the departure of the official party. This concludes our ceremony for today.